Hey guys, so Soapy here and welcome to my first rendition of Is It Worth It? A new series that I'm doing here on YouTube where I tell you if a game is worth your time or money or internet speed because you're torrenting it in your dick. I was kidding, but I feel like this is a series that needs to be done because there's not many people out there who do this. At least I don't think. I did some research on it and I looked up some people and I don't really see anyone doing it like this. I'm sure there's someone out there, but fuck it, we're doing it anyway. It seemed like a good idea because knowing myself, I sometimes am on the fence about a game. I don't know if I should get this or not. It's cost this amount of money and I don't know if it's really worth it. IGN is getting their dick sucked by EA, so I can't trust them and all this. It's just mad out there. I mean, there's people like Total Biscuit out there, and I love you, Total Biscuit. You'll probably never watch this video, but the videos like that are very long. I enjoy them personally, but sometimes you just want to get right to the point, and that's what this series is for. As you can see, I'm doing it for the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, and I don't know if I should call this game a remake or a sequel. It's not a prequel, at least I don't think. I'm not sure what to call it. Binding of Isaac Rebirth is definitely something like just so much beyond just so much more than the original. They added so much new content that people who are claiming this game to be a rehash or a cash grab just honestly don't know anything about the series and probably haven't even touched an Isaac game ever or even watched it, because there's so much new content in this game I won't even be able to I won't even manage to fit all of it into this video. Just for example, they added new bosses, new items, new characters. They added 25 new enemies to the game. A lot of them are absolutely adorable, like the sliding little poops. It's weird. I feel a little weird saying that poop is adorable. I'm actually a little scared now, but it's a little poop that slides around and charges after you. And it surprisingly does a lot of damage. I've died by it a couple times. It's quite annoying. A little sad that I got killed by something that looks like a dog dragging its ass across the carpet. But a lot of the new enemies are pretty cool and innovative, just except for wall spiders. Wall spiders can literally just get removed from the game and I wouldn't be upset about that. I would honestly be perfectly fine with wall spiders getting removed. You'll see if you play the game. They're very frustrating, okay? So the new enemies are very fun, and then some of them are pretty challenging. They added 16 new bosses. Some of them you have to unlock as you play it, and you'll see a lot of them later on in the series as you progress and get farther into the different levels and stuff. I'm not going to go too much into detail on these bosses because I do not want to spoil anything, because a lot of them are lore related. So they added the bosses. They also added 3 new playable characters: Eden, Lazarus, and Azaziel. I'm not sure how to fucking say his name, but he's probably my favorite out of all of them in terms of just playability and just messing around with him. He's pretty fun. And they also added about 150 new items. This is something that I think one of my favorite things about the game is it's just awesome to see all these new items. Some of them, obviously, it's going to happen where they're not going to be the best items. They seem a little bit uninspired, but when the items are good, you know it. I've had a lot of fun. That's a little poop thing right there, by the way. The little fucker. It's pretty frustrating, but yeah, the new items are pretty. When they work, they work. Like the what's it called? Gnawed leaf is one of my favorite items. If I get a gnawed leaf in an orbital or a little follower, kind of similar to what I have right now, except I wouldn't really call this an orbital. You stand still for 2 seconds and then nothing can hurt you. You go, but you can't move. So I kind of just stand in the middle of the floor or of the room and just hope they come to me, and then my orbital does all the damage. So there's tons of new synergies and fun little setups that you can do out there because of these new items. They also added challenges to the game, which I feel is so important to the level of replayability. It adds just hours of new content, and these are very challenging. You're not just going to be able to just breeze through these challenges like it's nothing. Some of these challenges you can't even take damage. That's how hard it is. It's It's a lot of fun though. I haven't gotten that challenge yet because you do have to unlock these as you progress, but some of them are pretty fun. My favorite has been the Guppy's Hairball challenge, where you have Guppy's Hairball. You can't shoot, but you start off with Guppy's Hairball and you swing it around. I believe I get it eventually in this game. I'm not playing the challenge, obviously, but I do get the item later on in this gameplay, and you'll see how it works. So you can only use that, and then you can pick up whatever items as you progress. So that's pretty fun. They added a difficulty changer, I guess, to the game, where you can change it to harder. And I mean, if you're a sadistic fuck, then I guess you can do that. But the game is hard as it's on its own. I've rage quitted a couple times, and I mean, I wasn't slamming my keyboard, but it's a pretty tough game. I would say it's almost on par with something like Dark Souls. I dare say something like that. All the Dark Souls fans might start raging at me, but I honestly don't care. But it's honestly almost on Dark Souls level once you have the game on hard, and if you start doing some of these challenges, you are going to want to tear your hair out because of the RNG in this game. You'll say, okay, I need this item if I want to be able to beat Mom's Heart or beat Satan or anything like that, and you just like, okay, this item room, you'll open it up, nope. This item room, please, nope. This boss, please, I beat you, give me that, nope. You're just gonna get fucked over sometimes, and it's gonna be very frustrating, but that's why this game is so great. And I wanted to touch on the whole controversy with the new music and art style with this game that people are kind of bitching about as of recently, because there's a lot of Binding of Isaac fans out there that really don't like the new music and art style. And I'm just going to touch on the art style really quick because I feel like this is the quickest to go over. The art style isn't that bad, okay? It's, sure, it might seem a little bit dumbed down compared to the other one, but, or to the original, but it's so easy to get used to. If you play the Binding of Isaac because of the graphics, then you're probably playing the wrong game. Just saying. And as for the music, I agree to the music statements to an extent. I turned off the music after about 9 hours of playing. I think that's almost the exact hour when I turned off the music, because it gets kind of boring after a while. I got tired of it, but the music fits the gameplay and the lore and the morbidness, if that's even a word, of the game so much better than the original game. The original game's music was a little bit more upbeat, and this game is, I guess, just darker. It feels just darker, and it's actually, if you think about the story, it's kind of like a sad story. Isaac kills himself many times in some of the endings. I'm not really sure if that's a spoiler. I mean, this is an Isaac game, so it's kind of obvious, I suppose. But I mean, that's not even like a true statement, because no one really knows the true endings. But it's just a darker game, and I feel like the music fits it better. So that's, if you don't enjoy the music, just mute it. Put on, if you really enjoy it that much, put on the original Binding of Isaac OST and fucking play the game that way. Just stop complaining on Reddit, because it's kind of annoying. Same thing on V, that's kind of annoying. And so, just to get to the conclusion, is this game worth getting? In my opinion, yes it is. For $15, you have possibly hundreds of hours of gameplay here, with all the challenges, the new characters to unlock, the new items to unlock, the new bosses to unlock. It's gonna take you a lot of time to do it. And if you can somehow do it in under 50 hours, you are a god. You are literally a god, because it's so challenging that I don't feel like it's I don't feel like someone could do it in under 50. So they also fixed the compatibility issues with PC as well, so that's just another reason to get the game. It runs very well now. I can stream it easily. If you have a shitty computer, it should be able to run it pretty easily. And the game just has a pretty good community. I mean, you can go to any stream, ask any question. I know when I streamed the game, I had people giving me advice / telling me what certain items do. So the community's pretty good in this game. There's great streamers like Cobalt and Lethal Frag if you want to see how the game's really meant to be played, not by me, because I'm fucking terrible. But I did beat Mom's Heart. I have a gameplay up on my... I have the video of it on my YouTube channel. If you go look it up, I beat Mom's Heart. That was a pretty good build I have. So if you're interested in that, go watch that. But it has a great community, and I think that almost puts the nail in the coffin, because this game can seem a little bit overwhelming at first when you look at it, because there's so much there's just so much in it. I know I was, but thanks to the community and streaming, I was able to figure out how to approach this game. So buy the game, enjoy it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.